philosophy on life is something I've heard others say, but I never really focus on it, and that's live every day with a purpose. That's what I'm trying to do. When I was first diagnosed, I was working at the bank as a data analyst. I had never heard of MDS. The only chance of a cure was to find a match for my stem cells. I was off for close to 2 years. I was always thinking about what else could I do that would give me more fulfillment. The volunteer work that I did, generating awareness for stem cell registration, it didn't allow me to mire in, will I get my transplant? Or, oh, I have to go to chemo again. It was a really healthy way for me to stay positive. And I felt that I was doing some good in helping others find their matches as well. When you're at a certain age, plus your tenure with the bank, you can package out. So that's what I did. And then I retired to work on my charity work. I created a campaign called Take a Hike with Cancer. You talk about your personal experiences and then you challenge your friends to do it. This one I wrote, immature stem cells, time to grow up and move on, out of the basement. That raised over $10,000 for the LLSC, that campaign. My involvement with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of Canada stretched a long time. From when I was sick and learning about all I could about the disease, to after I was treated and learning post-care, that's also on the website, to volunteering with the peer volunteers, to Light the Night, which allows me to celebrate my recovery. I also started a fundraiser event for toys. Half of them go to sick kids, half of them go to Princess Margaret. And how I got to where I am now is kind of a funny story because I forgot a bag of toys in my basement. I didn't know where to take it. Yonge Street Mission was coincidentally doing a toy drive, so I dropped it off here. But she said I should actually apply for this newly created job as a director of impact measurement. And when this opportunity came, yeah, I felt that was a calling. It falls in line with what I was doing at the bank, where you're taking data and analyzing it. We work with our participants, and our participants are the people within the Region Park community that we serve. And we look at ways to, move them out of that current state of poverty. We offer a bunch of services, whether it be health, whether it be mental health, whether it be employment services, food banks, workforce development. What we do is we track the progress that they're making within each of these services. It's important for me to go out to the food banks, to see our volunteers in action, and to see the value that we're providing. I remember when I was in the hospital bed, when I heard cries of pains from other patients, I was thinking about how do we ease that person's feeling at that moment. And here, the empathy that we show towards our participants is along the same line. The way I look at it is, at the bank, it was, how do I make more money for the bank? And here it's, how do I make more money for people who need it? My wife says, have a good day at work. I say, I'm not going to work. I'm just going to do what I need to be doing. So I love my job.